and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure. I keep flip-flopping if I want to say Adventure DX, because I'm really not planning to show any of the DX content, really. This is Speed Highway. If you have played Sonic Generations, you'll recognize this level. Or not, because it's very different. I honestly like the Generations version better, other than the omission of one half of the level. Not a half, like maybe a fourth of the level. But my favorite part of the level got cut, so I'm a little bit bitter about that. Also, I think this is just a weird stage to have. I would not pick Speed Highway if you were to put me in... Okay, you're supposed to wall run, but it didn't work. You have Orbinauts from Classic Sonic, which is as obnoxious in this game as they are in those games. I was humming attacking an enemy off screen, and I ended up kind of falling off the stairs there. That's what happened. Sonic looks really shiny in this level, fun fact. Also, I'm noticing with this playthrough in particular, I'm having a really hard time stopping between sentences. So sometimes I run sentences together really oddly, and I'm like, why am I doing that? Maybe just because I wanted to get in a thought before I forget because of how fast this game is. I think the time for this level is like 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes or something really short. This is actually a pretty short level.
You should be able to go on further.
Which is nice.
Where the propellers are dangerous. Be careful.
Oh yeah, perfect advice. Don't jump into helicopter blades. Yes, good advice for any situation, really. This level feels a little bit too on rails for my taste, and it's not any better in Generations, but it's just more visually interesting, I guess. Because they add a lot more platforming in the mix, so it's a lot more engaging. Yeah, this level's pretty good, except it's almost already over. I would have picked Emerald Hill, or even the next stage over this, though. I would have picked probably the next stage. Okay, here's the thing. Sonic Generations is all the classic Sonic themes, except Desert. So you have your water level, which ended up being Seaside Hill / Ocean Palace. But I would have gone with Emerald Coast instead, personally. Yeah. And I'm trying to think of other themes that you could get rid of. That would be represented, or get rid of other levels for that would be represented by Adventure 1. Or even other Sonic games. I think Red Mountain, which by the way is the next stage, would actually be a fun one. Why'd that actually hurt me? I thought those couldn't hurt you. I went the wrong way. You can actually go straight to the goal, but I'm going the long way around. So I would not get an A rank. I think it is 2.5 minutes. This is actually pretty tight, but not it's not impossible is what I'm trying to say. It's pretty doable. Ring the bell to get rings, but we are just gonna jump and finish the level. And this game actually unfortunately starts the Sonic curse of levels being completely useless for story progression, because we saw no sign of Amy in that level. It's not even the cutscene being like, oh, where's Amy? No, there's nothing. It's just, we just wasted an entire day because it's suddenly daytime now, trying to find her, and no luck. So that was fun. Nice little speed level, but also ultimately useless. The train is actually out of order right now, so we can't actually go to the Mystic Ruins. So hope she's not being taken to the Mystic Ruins or anything like that. That would suck.
Amy? Oh man, where can she be?
Ah! Sonic! Help!
I'll cut him off at the Mystic Ruins.
But dang it, the train is out of order. How are we gonna get to the Mystic Ruins if all the workers are on strike? Okay, it's all back to normal now. This is one of my favorite weird moments in Sonic Adventure, how it's like, oh, we're on strike and the station is closed. Like a minute-long cutscene. Oh, well, we're done.
Let me go, you hunk of junk! I mean it!
Hey there, Bolt Brain! You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya! Hey, what's happening here? Stop!
Sonic, help me!
Shoot! I've lost her again!
Fun facts about the cutscene I never noticed before. Amy's mouth perpetually moves with that character model. And also that her character model is actually her Dreamcast character model. Kinda lazy, but I guess maybe it'd be too hard to re-render. I don't know. This game is very selective with what we made.
This is the ancient light. Try the lightspeed dash toward the enemy. With this, you can now do the lightspeed attack.
Problem. The lightspeed attack is actually the same as in Adventure 2, so it's not any better, but it's also not any worse. It's just a step sideways. Gotta chase the egg carrier. This is sounding extremely familiar, isn't it? A big skip is right there. By just drifting right there, you skip a lot of the level. Hit the switch, then run back, get the rocket. This isn't trying to teach you how to speedrun this game by any means. I just tend to actually speedrun this game when I play it, because I'm so used to getting A ranks that I try to go fast. Part of that blows up, and then that part blows up, I miss out on an extra life, but we have 20. When did we get 22 lives? Because I knew he hadn't died that much, but I just looked down and it's like 22. Oh. I mean, you do get 1-ups, or extra lives, because 1-ups are a Mario thing. You get 1-ups or extra lives every like 100 rings. But I haven't been getting hit that much, and this game likes to give you rings. So I'm not super surprised, but just looking down, it's like, man, it's a bigger number than I thought it would be. Oops. These flame things you'll learn to hate if you're trying to go for A rank or B rank, for that matter. B rank also sucks. The B rank, you have to keep all your rings, so that's actually really hard. You have to have 58 over. Well, actually not over, just 50 rings. Also, you can do this, skip a bunch. You're supposed to go along these little, like, vertical, like, horizontal bars along the level. It's slow, so just spin dash across. I've also botched that spin dash, though, so use caution. Speed shoes. I actually like the speed shoe jangle in Adventure 1 and 2. I actually really think it's a good jangle. By the way, I almost forgot to mention it. We have all Sonic's power-ups. We got the light speed shoes, we got the crystal ring, and we got the ancient light. So we're good for power-ups for Sonic. A lot less than Adventure 2, where literally every level had a power-up. Red Mountain is actually a really fun level to speedrun, in my opinion. Because it is actually a little bit of a tougher level. So it feels really satisfying when you actually manage to get some of the tricks to work. I don't know what these prisoners are. That's always something that's kind of confused me. All this is falling down, you might as well charge up light dash. Because, right here, that saves you a lot of time. I want to say the time is like 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes, but this part sucks if you're going for B rank. Because the flames hitboxes are actually surprisingly like large compared to how I always think they would be. So I always get hit by them. But that is Red Mountain. Pretty straightforward.
Yes!
But the problem is we're at the edge of a mountain with no way to actually get Eggman, so what are we gonna do?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, not bad, except we're totally at a dead end.
Hey, Sonic!
Tails, I'm glad you're okay. Ready to roll, champ? Let's go!
Roger!
Now, not to sort of pick on all this game's problems, but like, it is convenient that Tails manages to find him just by following the egg carrier. And also, how did Tails know where the egg carrier is? So I guess we're gonna have to wait until Tails' story to figure out how he figured that out. Except I don't think they explain it there either. So this is Sky Chase Act 2. So Act 2 is more of the same, really. All the turrets that you destroyed in the egg carrier the first time are actually back now, and I think there are actually more turrets. There are also mines underneath the ship. You can see them a little bit over there. I locked onto one somehow. The target score for an emblem is like 20,000, I want to say. You get 2 emblems. You get your first emblem by completing the game, because this is actually considered a mini-game level, effectively. Second emblem you get by meeting a certain score requirement. So, the score requirement is like 20,000 within this level, I want to say, and it's not that bad. I think it's 10,000 for the first Sky Chase, so I barely missed it. But I also didn't lock on as aggressively as I should have. Okay, we are actually doing pretty well.
Haha! So far, so good!
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet! Watch this!
Translation, he has no idea.
Transforming now!
Whoa!
Let's do it!
I love how oddly specific that crane has to be, in terms of why Tails put in there. Like, did he know that, like... Okay, here's my problem. Tails could just put in another seat. He didn't have to, like, make it so, like, the crane pops out every time he wants to transform the tornado. By the way, this is actually the tornado, the same plane, in essence, that crashed at the beginning of the game, I'm pretty sure. So when Tails had time to work on it, I'm not entirely sure. The Tornado 1 is actually Sonic's plane, the red one, and it has been Sonic's plane since Sonic 2. Remember that really terrible auto-scrolly flight level? Yeah, that was the same plane. Except it got blown up now, so we got the Tornado 2, which disappears after this game, I want to say, but it might be in Sonic Heroes. I don't recall. At the very beginning of the game, Sonic runs into Tails and Knuckles. Knuckles is chilling in the plane, and then Tails delivers a message from Eggman. Problem, I don't remember which plane it was to actually say which one it was. I don't remember if it was the plane in Sonic Adventure 2, or if it was this one. I know it's the Cyclone and Shadow the Hedgehog. Where's that damn Fourth Chaos Emerald? But I don't... Yes, I'm tanking it. I don't remember what the plane Sonic Heroes was. If it was the Cyclone, or if it was the Tornado 2. That was easy. Also, it looks so out of place. Some of the redesigned models look really jarring compared to the pre-rendered backgrounds. Minor nitpick, but still.
Alrighty, we're in!
We gotta land on the egg carrier.
Whoops. I forgot something.
What's that?
There's no landing gear in this mode.
What? Wow, this thing is really huge.
No time to talk now. We need to find Amy.
You're right, my friend. So here we go.
And here we are on the egg carrier at last. So, once we hit the center arena, something bad happens.
Don't get too many ideas, you fools! You haven't seen the power this vessel really has! Get a load of this!
Also get used to that line.
Oh, wow! It's changed shape. Did you see that?
Darn! This makes it harder for us to get to the bridge.
I hate it when he doesn't listen.
I bet you weren't expecting this. The only way you can get to me is through the sky deck. I doubt if you can figure this one out.
Oh yeah? Well, I'll show you. Bring it on.
Okay, so another dumb thing about this game as well, the fact that Eggman just gave away his whole shtick of his vehicle. But also, by the way, before I actually forget, in the other transformation mode, if you use the cannons, you can break one of the boxes and end up getting an emblem. A field emblem, so just wanted to point it out. But the actual thing I was going to point out as being dorky was, you know how the cutscene kind of panned towards that door? Well, when you approach the door,
This must be the way to the sky deck.
like, the game pretty much tells you this is the sky deck. And then they feel the need to, like, show you again. It just feels a little bit redundant, and they also do that again in Tales' story, so I'm not quite sure why. It doesn't make a ton of sense, but we have reached the egg carrier, and we have been challenged to go through the sky deck to reach Eggman. By the way, sky deck sucks. It's a terrible level, and I'm not looking forward to this, because I've died so many times because of weird bugs, so this should be fun. But we'll save that for the next time. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Sonic Adventure.